What's up, guys? Just here to share my thoughts on the DDJ-800. And I think it's quite a cool unit. I've had 3 DDJ-1000s. Got rid of them for multiple reasons. I love the DDJ-1000. I love the screen here. It's super killer. And I must say that I don't care what anyone says about it. I love that you could see all your cue points, the waveform, the BPM, the time, the key, the pitch that you're using. There's just all kinds of killer information on this. I love the way it I love that, the way it has it's like a Serato. It's kind of like a record indicator there. You know, instead of having the spinning wheel there, it has the indicator of where the cue is. It's really useful. You don't have to look at your computer, because when you're looking at your computer, it takes you out. It takes you out from the controller, like from the zone. You get out of the zone. I don't care what anyone says. That's what's so cool about all-in-ones, is that your screen's right here. But this puts enough of the screen while you're playing on here. Of course, it doesn't have search and all that other crap. But the jog wheels are great. I like the way that you can make it heavy or light. That's nice. I'm kind of addicted to the pitch. Like I'll do a sample. And, this isn't going to be a good example, but I guess I can't really do it with one hand. I could do it kind of, let me see. You're not going to see anything, but you'll be able to hear it. Oops, I hit. That thing that you saw there, or heard there, is really good with like vocals within a song. So you can like peek out a song. Yeah. You can do that with the pitch. I've always liked pitch a lot. So I like all these are good here. The noise is useful. Filter as always. Dub echo is really good. So I like those. When I saw this, I was like, why would it say deck 1 and 3 and 2 and 4 if it's only a 2-deck mixer? But it's actually a 4-deck mixer. You just got to get into your settings here. Go to settings. Let's see. Click on settings. And you go to controller there. And you go to mixer. And then you go to 4-channel instead of 2. And 2 is default. So I like that because the reason why I use 4 decks is I'll get 2 decks rocking. And then I'll put the 4th deck is scratching. So I always like to have a scratch on the 3rd and 4th deck. That way I could either scratch right-handed or left-handed. And sorry, those aren't a very good scratch because I'm not using the crossfader. I got the phone in my hand. It's not exactly baller status. So, let's talk about the other things that are cool. Obviously, it's the club standard layout here. It's got quite a bit of effects. Let's see what else. I like the way that it has the loop, the standard looping, the club standard looping. It's kind of just your basic travel size. The 1000's a little big, even though it's not too large to travel with. This is lighter, and this is easier to travel with. And the other thing is, I've DJ'd many times out. Like I've been DJing for let's see, 19 to 46. So 27 years. We used to have to lug around turntables and all that crap, and you would never bring your own gear because the turntables was all there was and it was already at the party. But nowadays, if you feel more comfortable on your DJ gear than what's there, or if you're at a small show and like someone has a controller you don't like that you got to play on, or some crappy CDJs, you're going to bring your controller. And this allows you to fit on the table without pushing everything, turning like... I've seen people have to turn things to the side and stuff for controllers, because like I got the RZX right here, and it's huge, dude. It's massive. And then you see how much smaller the Prime 4 is. They're both inside of their case. This thing is massive, dude. Like, so you can't really share the table. You might have to turn it sideways, the gear that's on the table, to get yours accommodated. So this thing is killer for that. The pads are super excellent. I love pad effects. They're super killer. I guess I could give you a small example over here. So, pad effects 2, I like them. And then the pad effects 1, and you could set these to anything you want, and then you could go. And you saw how the vinyl break stopped it all? So they're super killer. You could get all these effects going. And they're just super fun. You can assign them to any effect you want, which are these effects here. Also, you could just do all kinds of variations of the beat effects in here. So I love the pad effects. You know, the key shift and the sampler's killer. I don't usually use beat jump. I might get into that later, but I don't usually. And the beat loop, actually, that's pretty cool because they're already preset loop sizes. So that's cool. I like the way these flash. You know, like it's kind of standard. They don't have the ring around them like the 1000 though. What's cool, you know, it's like when something's playing, you want to see it. You want to see that the deck is playing. So that's what these do, the indicator. And let's see. See, this just goes straight. So when you're not playing, they flash. And when it's active, they're lit up. Like on a CDJ, they have, instead of a white line, they have a color around here, and that lets you know it's playing, and so does this. So does that little indicator. So that's cool too. That's kind of important to me because like I've had a DDJ-RB, and it's just all they have is a flashing light, and it's kind of difficult. Just to be honest with you, the only thing there is the indicator here on what's playing. So it's not like impossible to know what's going on. It's just anything that can let you know what deck is currently playing is better. So let's see what else. I mean, I like the way that, like, say a DDJ-RB, I like this over it because it gives you the gray trim, the gain. So it just feels more club standard. I wish these were silver, you know, like a 900 Nexus or something. Like my RZX is all like, looks just like a Nexus 2 mixer. Well, you know, like all the amenities. But these are nice rubber knobs. They're a step up from like an RB or a 400. The crossfader, I'm not sure if it's the same thing. It feels better than a 400, but like there's an XDJ-RX in the corner back there, and I found out I'm replacing a crossfader on it, and I found out that it's the same crossfader as a DDJ-RB or a 400. So the XDJ-RX doesn't have the best crossfader, just being honest. It's not the most stout. So what else do I like about this unit? I guess that's pretty much it. It's a solid unit. I like that it has the jog adjust feel. It's important, you know, like if you want to scratch and you want it looser, or if you scratch and you want it tighter. And sometimes, like, you know, when you're adjusting the speed of a track, you want it stiffer sometimes, so you can't go so crazy. But usually I have them kind of loose because I scratch. But I think I've kind of went over everything that that needs to be gone over. It's a good unit. Oh, and it has phono in too. I have a couple turntables, you know, like, say, I don't play on them much anymore, but if you want to have your turntables on the sides, you can have that on this, and that's actually really nice. Like a DDJ-800 or an FLX6, you can't plug anything external into. So, and this does have the Q mixing, so you could Q or master, but it doesn't have the split mix. It's just a legit unit. I recommend them. I think if you could grab one used, do it. So, and compared to the 1000, this isn't as good, but I really think you'd be happy with it, because I've had 1000 before, and I feel nearly the same on this as a 1000. You don't really need the 4 channels. That's a whole myth. Like I was watching Armin van Buuren on some I don't know, some trance festival, and he has 4 decks going, and he never plays 4 decks, not once. So that's all like show, you know, unless you're James Hype, which he really rocks. He's one of the only people I've ever seen really rock 4 decks. I mean, how are you going to get 4 house tracks going and make it sound good? That's the dumbest shit ever, you know. You're never going to have 4 solid house tracks playing at once. That's why they have an acapella and a scratch and 2 decks mixing. So even though this has 4 decks, which is killer, you don't need the 4 channels. It's unnecessary, actually. So, all right, guys. I hope if you enjoy this content, I'm going to be coming out with a lot more. And I'm not sure if I'm going to start a new channel on DJ mixing tricks, because I know a lot of tricks and how to DJ. I know a lot of it. I can understand all of what James Hype does. So I'm thinking about releasing DJ tricks on this channel, or I might turn out another channel, start another channel, and just call it like DJ tricks or something. So, but just subscribe and give it a thumbs up if you like my content, and I'll keep coming up with more. And as I get new units in, I will pop up what I think about them, share it with you guys. Audio Monster out.